Good.
Hello, everyone. This is Jim Hambel here, otherwise known on Twitter as Jim in the Gym PE, joined by Anna Potavin.
Yeah. I'm on Twitter as AMP4HPE. You could look for both of us on Twitter.
Definitely. So we're here today to tell you about a brand new game that we've kind of come up with. Anna's in New Jersey and I'm from New York. We kind of met through we kind of started collaborating on this we done the New York State AFERD, New Jersey AFERD Goose Chase game about a month or two ago. And for a while, I've been, from a TV show I saw, they had this really cool game that I thought would be great to introduce into the Phys Ed world and possibly even doing for virtual remote teaching. And it's called Phys Ed Forever. Anna has been great because she has seen the same show and she definitely also understands the fun, the awesomeness, the versatility of the game. So she's been instrumental in making even taking Bitmoji Classroom to the next level. And so we're going to explain it. And she's been awesome collaborating. She's made a lot of the materials, which you're going to definitely get to see. And I'm going to give it to Anna. Take it away.
Okay. So, yeah, Phys Ed Forever. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you could see what it looks like. Okay. Now, Phys Ed Forever, like I came up with this board game in coordination with Jim's rules. So what you would get, what we're going to share out is all of these slides. Okay. And we're going to go through the actual game. Now, the rules, let's start with the rules. So in summary, basically you could play this virtually or in the gym. If you're doing it in the gym or even at home, it's like a floor is lava type game. Okay, we're gonna try to navigate on top of chairs, cushions, pillows, blankets. If you're at home or if you're in the gym, you'll set up some mats, hula hoops, and poly spots. You could set up you can be as complicated with the equipment in the gym or as simple as you want. On the game board that I created, it's just poly spots just to keep the visuals simple, but you could certainly add equipment as you find the need to. Okay, now at the center of the game, we've got a trophy or any other desired totem, like whatever you think would be will be the goal. Okay, and you're going to just navigate through this game, and there's going to be barriers around surrounding the trophy. So I'm actually going to, instead of reading to you all of these rules, which you can read on your own, I'm just going to show you the game board. Okay, now here is the setup. Okay, so like I said, we've got the poly spots going all the way around. Okay, in the gym, you can have these poly spots. There's 4 different zones of poly spots, and you will travel clockwise around the board. Now, all of these game pieces would represent your players. So if you were in the gym, your students would be standing on all of these poly spots. You can have up to 20 kids there because there's 5 spots for each zone. Now, you can definitely add spots there or subtract depending on the size of your class. But really 20 is probably the most ideal so you could get to those center little barriers to the trophy. Okay. remember the floor is lava. So like, again, we're working, this adds that little balance, balance. What's the word I'm looking for, Jim? The standard, looking for, you're adding your balance, you're working on that skill component, that not skill component, yeah, skill component of balance. Okay. In, Along with the fitness component that will be on these exercise cards. Okay. Now, yes, Jim.
I was gonna say, yeah. So I love the setup. Definitely, like you're taking Bitmojis to the next level, and this is great because you could use it for setup. You could use it to feasibly and play with other people and have everyone share the game board if you're doing it virtually. You could, there's a lot of potential for this. So pretty much just like as Anna was saying, the floor is lava. And it's the way we're going to explain it is just one way that it can work. You could also feasibly, if you are in the gym or in any kind of learning space, you could play it. You can make it part of a lesson. There's a lot of, you could you can have it match the standards 1 to 5. You could, it's purposeful physical activity. It's also just a fun game because it's different, it's unique. Like I said, this is something that I've been thinking about for a while. So big groups, little groups, small stations. The slide over here where you can manipulate it actually works pretty well. If you have Bitmojis, those work as well too. Just remember that the floor is lava and that the students are going clockwise. They're working in standards. You're going to notice, Anna's going to talk about why there are pink circles with white. But what's great about this is that the setup is fairly easy. There's each color is a different zone. And the idea is if you look in the middle is that little trophy, that's the object of the game. That they want to be able to use the white cards, move around, and try to get to the trophy at the end. And as Anna's going to explain in a second, that she did a great job making the exercise. These are going to show some exercise cards. The game rules and how to move and how the exercise cards can be versatile. You can use them, you can interchange them as you want. And we're going to go over some of the ways let's do that. How do we move in this game?
Okay. So I set up an actual game board. So this was just a picture of the setup. Now the playable game board is here. Okay, your virtual game board. You would share this with your students and make it editable. Okay, those of you who use Google Slides, when you share it, you want the players to be able to edit it. So I would highly suggest that when you share this with your students, you share a copy of it and not your original copy of it or our original copy of it. Make a copy of it so your original doesn't get messed with too much. Okay, but you want it editable because all of these game pieces are going to be moved by your students, okay, especially if you're doing it virtually. So we're going to set up, okay. Jim, are you on this? Can you move your pieces?
I can't, no.
No? Oh, okay. I will move the pieces then, it's fine.
So the person who is controlling the screen or sharing it out would have to move it, but you could, if you sent the document to me and we were able to edit it at the same time in live, we could take turns doing that.
Yeah.
We would, in essence, the same way you would edit a document with someone at the same time, that you could do it that way. Right now, for the purpose of this demonstration, Anna controls the screen, but the same idea would remain true.
Yeah. So I moved all the game pieces. Okay. Now, when it's a player's turn, okay, the player, so I will move, you automatically move one spot. Okay, when it's a player's turn. Everybody will get a turn to just move forward one spot. Now, there is two other ways that you can move your players, okay? And anybody else can move their players. So the first way is called the count, okay? Now, all of the players, it's kind of the same count as rock, paper, scissors, but instead of rock, paper, scissors, you're going to hold up on your forehead numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, okay? When you do that count, so Jim and I, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, shoot, and Jim and I would put a number up there. Now both of us put up the same
2.
number, okay? So if we put up the same number, neither of us can move. But if the other players put up a different number, if there were somebody that put up 1, 3, 4, or 5, and no other players put that number up, so it was a unique number, then they will get to move forward a spot. Okay, so Jim and I, we put up the
Right.
we put up the same number, so we can't move, but we'll pretend that everybody else, or at least 4 other of them, they put up different numbers.
So
Okay.
it's kind of like volleyball in the sense that where you get a designated turn,
Mhm.
but you can still, like, say it was my turn and I did the count. I may not have won, but you or someone else that's playing, it may not have been your official turn, but you still got a chance to move. So you get like lots of opportunities to move as you would
Yes.
in volleyball. It rally scoring where you don't have to just keep waiting for your turn to move and to do different things.
Right.
If you
And
think of it
to
like that, but I think that's a good way to do it because it's a little bit different than traditional like rock paper scissors, but there's a lot. The game goes pretty quick because you're not just waiting, as I was saying, waiting for your turn to do before you could actually do things.
Exactly. Okay. So I'm actually going to pretend that this guy moved forward here. Okay. Um, Now, the other way to move forward is to say that I would say, so it's still my turn. I would yell out 2 things that had in common, and other players can reply um, with what these 2 things have in common. So if I said fall and spring, okay,
Seasons.
then yeah, another player would say, what do these 2 things have in common? And it's seasons. So Jim said the right thing. So he would move forward 2 spots.
Awesome.
Okay. Um, Now, the way to get rid of these middle cards, okay? What you would do is if somebody were in that center spot, so this guy is in the center spot.
I was just gonna
Um,
say what the knight's next to one of the cards. That he's in a special position. What is that?
yeah, so he's in a special position. So what he could do, okay, instead instead of yelling something out, okay, he'll click on that card, okay, and you're going to do that exercise, okay? Now that exercise, so this person, in order to collect this card, move that barrier out of the way from the trophy, you would have to perform this exercise. So this exercise is 5 airplanes each leg, okay?
Where'd you get these little gifs? I can't even say it
So
right.
I got the GIFs from the Folimer site, cbhpe.org.
cbhpe.org. Great
Yes.
website.
Okay. They are a wonderful, wonderful resource for phys ed teachers, especially if your district is a G Suite for Education district and uses Google for a lot of your apps. They have a lot of Google friendly, Chromebook friendly things that are very helpful. Okay, so the district that I work in, we use G Suite. So I use their site a lot for their for resources. Okay, and yeah, definitely check out that website for like free resources. Okay, lots of teachers contribute to that website. So you do, now back to this, we do the exercises. Okay, now I made it so you can, for you, instead of trying to scroll up and down like that through the slide, oops, you could just click right here onto that picture and go right back to your game board. Okay, so we did that exercise, we move that barrier away. Okay, now everybody, we continue through the game and continue to move the game pieces as, you know, as you see fit. Like when it's your turn, you move forward one, and then you get those two other chances to move forward an additional space or two additional spaces. Okay, and every time somebody, whoever's turn is it, so BB-8's turn, he's on that spot where we could remove the exercise card. Instead of doing the count or doing what's in common, you do the exercise. Okay, it would be really tough for BB-8 to do Superman's, but you get the idea. You do the exercise, go back to the game board, move that barrier. Okay, now say we were working and we got the barriers moved. Now say we moved all the way around, and now Jasmine, Princess Jasmine right here, she got to a spot where there's no more barriers. Now what she has to do when it's her turn is just do 10 jumping jacks. Okay, and after that 10 jumping jacks, she is the winner.
Yay.
Okay, yay. Once that's done, once somebody becomes a winner, then you could go all the way back. Okay, everybody goes back to the beginning. It really doesn't matter what spot you start at. Some, if it's a student's turn, and you might not want to let the student who's already standing at a center spot, you might not want them to start the game, but you can, it's up to your discretion as the teacher to see who starts the game. Okay, however fast or slow you want this game to move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's the basics of the game. It adds a lot of movement. There's some thinking in there. Okay, you could certainly make it simple, like the count. You could certainly do this with kindergartners. Okay, and even the things in common, right? You can make it as simple or as difficult as you want when it comes to these things. Okay, the virtual part, you can add your own GIFs or Bitmoji. Especially if you have the Bitmoji extension, you just click on your extension and then add whatever game piece you want. Okay.
So
with these little game pieces, I went to the site jiffy.com. It's GIPHY.com. And you just look for stickers on there. And you kind of want to edit it down, okay? Like for that Lego piece, I'll show real quick. Okay, so I go to Jiffy. Okay. Oops.
I like Jiffy.com. I like
Yeah,
to
me
make it.
too.
Yes.
So
I made many
Lego
gifts of my own.
stickers.
It's
Yeah,
very
so
intuitive. It's very easy to use. Yeah.
yeah, so like you use the stickers because you want it as a transparent background. And I just copy the link and see that GIF link. I always use that. Copy that. Go back. And you want to insert the image. Okay. And you insert it by URL. Okay. And there's your game piece. Hello. And you just resize it so it fits on your board. And that's how you could add a game piece. That's why I added these game pieces. And that's it, I think.
I think Anna, you did a great job of explaining it and kind of showing and how you made it. And if someone wanted to, and I remember you told me when you made it before, you kind of just took a picture, a background of a gym.
Yep.
If you have a picture of your gym, you could easily just embed it. Can we try? Can you put just your and my piece on the board, just so we
Yeah.
could kind of go just do a couple quick rounds
Sure.
and just kind of say because I'm sure definitely, as all as phys ed teachers, we learn by doing. So ladies can go first since just the two of us.
Ah.
You
Okay.
you'll do the count or what's in common.
Okay. So I'll move forward one. Let's do the count. You ready?
Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. So we both put unique numbers up.
So you can move one.
You move one.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, and I move one. Look at that. Okay.
So now it's my turn.
So now it's your turn. Yep.
So I'll do a card. So what's the nearest card near me?
So the nearest card near you is 10 air bikes. We're going to pretend we did it.
Wait. All right. Turning off my camera.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did them very quickly.
All right.
Woo.
Woo.
All right. So
Breaking up
now,
the sweat.
so you take up the card.
Yep. We'll go back to the game board. We'll move that card.
It's kind of like it's almost in chess that even though I removed a card, I'm trying to do it for myself. But Anna is also, as she comes around, we're trying to work together but we're also trying to not work together, but we're also working by ourselves. So just keep that in mind. So now it's Anna's turn again.
Yep. It's my turn again? Okay. I thought it would be your turn.
Well, I did a card. It was my turn.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You did a card. Okay. So I move forward one. Let's see. Let's do a count again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Unique number again. So both of us move.
Wait, you're moving it. You're moving one before you start your turn?
Yeah. That's in the rules.
Oh, yeah. So move me again.
Okay. You move forward one automatically, and then you do another count.
Oh, then you get another chance to do it again. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So if I did the card, wait. So can I do the card and then also move two, or can I just do the card?
Just do when you get to a center spot, I guess I should have actually done the card.
Well, I don't want to. Well, in that case, like you said, I should just do the card because I don't want to just move because then I take them out of my position. Because remember, the ultimate goal of the game is to get rid of the little white square cards, so that way the path to the trophy is clear.
Right, but so that's where the strategy comes in, right? So really, I forgot that I should have just picked up the card because I was already on a card space and not on a not card space. I should have picked up the card and done the exercise on my turn, but instead I moved. Okay.
So it's
That was
my
a mistake
turn.
on my part. I should have picked up the
Ah.
card. Okay.
So
But
now it's my turn.
yeah.
I moved one. So let's do something in common.
Okay.
Chocolate, vanilla.
Ice cream flavors.
Well, that one's kind of vague, but yeah, ice cream flavors.
Okay.
That's what
So
I was thinking.
I
I would
move
have also
I
accepted flavors.
wait, what?
I would have accepted flavors.
Oh, okay.
So now I also move two, right?
Yeah, well, because you got me to guess it, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that
it's
one is good
cooperative
because
that way.
yeah, that one's good. If you get someone to guess it, they get to move two, and you also move two.
Right. Yeah. So it's cooperative that way.
So now
Yeah.
it's your turn.
All right. Oh, I get to move forward a spot. I am automatically at the center spot. So now I
So
could
though,
do an exercise card.
so even though your character is not, just to be clarified, it's not like Pictionary, or you can still, as long as you're in line with those, like the Anna's person is on the orange, is in line, and even though she's not on the empty pink square, the circle I should say, next to the one, you can still take it.
Right. Yeah. You only need to be in the center spot that's not pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the original game, we are using circles. Can you go back there for a second?
Oh,
In
yeah.
the original game, they actually use the cardinal directions up, down, north, and east, left, and right. Those were actually just the zone barriers. So we made it for little spots to make it a little bit more easier to see. So
Yeah.
Anna can take that second card, and that'll be
Yeah.
her turn.
So I'm going to that second card. All right. I'm going to do some airplanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
You
3,
did them so fast,
4,
just like me.
5. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay.
And of
So
course,
huh?
just differentiation. You could, of course, we've been talking a lot about. You could change the number of it. You could give them option. You could set a minimum amount. You could also give them an option to be like, okay, I need you to do at least. There's always, remember that as well.
Yes, at least 5 or whatever, however you want to see fit for your classroom. Okay. Adapt it. All right, back to the game board, and I get to remove that square. Look at that.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be a while before that guy gets removed.
There
So
you
I might,
go. Now you get, yeah.
and then I would do the count. Ready? Go.
Sorry.
Oh, so we both got one. So
Yeah, so you move forward 1.
this is still my turn.
Is it your turn? No, because you did the count. You moved forward. So
Oh, so I can't do the card until my next turn.
right. Right. That's why you got like every player moves forward 1 automatically, right? And then the other 2 things, the count and the things in common, that will move you additional, right? But
Yeah.
you got to wait your turn until you get, like, that was your turn. Though you got to the card, but you can't use the card until your next turn.
Since it's just the two of us, one modification that you could do, I mean, because honestly, we're still staying within the same rules, but
Mm-hmm.
like it's going to be a while before we get around the board. We
Right.
could do it so that if you land on next to a card, even though technically my turn is over, we could still do it. We
Right.
could also do it so that since it's just like a small two or even 3 people, we would have maybe less spots. Maybe you could have less cards if it's a smaller group. We could also do it so that what's that exercise? Can you click on it, the one that's next to me?
Sure.
So then maybe instead of you just standing there looking at me do that move, we could do them together. Or you could just have everybody, if somebody does an exercise, everybody could do it together.
Right.
I'm always a big fan of it.
the way I like it is if you had a big group, okay? If you had a big group, and you had, say, like, you know, a bunch of people. So say you had all of these spots filled, okay? And the exercise was in the blue zone. So everybody that's in the blue zone would have to do the 5 Superman. So everybody here, if you're in that zone, you do the exercises with that person that's in the zone with you. Okay? And you could do it that way. However you want to do it. But if you want everybody that's there moving, get everybody to do the exercises together.
Also, just want to point out that this game is as of with this recording, it's June 2020. This game is still there's still a lot of like moving pieces. Haha. There's still it's the kind of game that it has a good core set of rules, but as always, I'm the type to take a game that's really awesome and just kind of make it my own. So if you find a great way to add a rule, change something up a little bit, share it with everyone, because that's what the whole purpose of this was for. It's a good, fun way to use exercise. Everyone, most students, I would say, enjoys, or even some adults enjoy a game where you just say the floor is lava, and you have to stand on something. So, as we were just talking now, that there's a lot of ways to modify the game. So, Anna's also been great. She put this all together her own. I came up with the idea. She put all this together, so she's awesome about like that. But there's so many things, and I hope you agree that this is a great game. It's fun, and there's a lot of ways to make it your own, based on your space, based on the age, the grade. You could also add questions. I mean, even classroom teachers could use it. I mean, that'll be a recording for down the road, but
Yeah.
basically, this game could be used for lots of things.
Yeah, the basic concept is, like, it's not just to win, but it is for collaboration and cooperation. You can make it teams, you can make it so individuals are trying to win. Like, this is just a good jump off point or template for you to play this game.
All right. Well, so once again, I think we'll send out the links so you can use it and look at it on your own.
Yeah.
I'm Jim in the Gym PE, otherwise known as Jim Hambel, and thank you so much to Anna for putting this wonderful game board and really helping my vision for this game come to life.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have as much fun playing it as we had explaining it and putting it together.
Yeah. It was fun just demonstrating it, just the two of us.
I know. We're gonna. You know what? I'm. This. We're gonna have to. I feel like we're gonna have to do this at a conference in Jersey or I don't know somewhere.
Oh,
It'd be fun
maybe.
to do. Oh. Oh, and one thing, you got to start the game off. This game is meant to be as silly and fun as possible.
Yeah.
So it's meant. So like when you start the game, you have everyone says Phys Ed Forever, and the sillier the better. Granted, it doesn't get you extra bonus points or moves, but it's supposed to be a very funny game.
Yeah.
So you say Phys Ed Forever, and you're supposed to count. So if you want the game to be strategic, but it also it's simple enough in rules so that, like we've been saying, it should be fun. So the funnier, the sillier, the better. If you want to make not a trophy in the middle, if you want to use something, I don't even know, like a ball, a stuffed animal, like I said, it's meant to be funny and a silly game. So remember to keep that in mind.
Yep. Okay. Well, I
All right.
think
Well, thank you so much, Anna,
no
for
problem.
joining me and doing this. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me as well as Anna.
Yep. Yep.
And we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you, Anna, once again.
Thank you. Have a great one, everybody.
Bye-bye. Phys Ed Forever.
Woo!
Woo! All right.
Right.